In this video, I will seek to provide a solution using a step-by-step approach to answering this question, which is also based on function. Please note that you will not see this question after now because I do not have it readily available hard copy. All right? Here we go. So let us look at the first part of our function. We want to find f of 7. The function of f is 5 minus 3x over 2. So f of 7, and remember, what did I say? We want to find the value of f of 7. Good? And f of x is 5 minus 3x. So we write our 3 and we multiply it by our x, which is substituted by 7. 5 minus 21. Larger one is a negative, so our answer will be a negative. So that part is complete. That's my A. Let us look at part B. So my part B says the value of x, where g of x is equal to 11. The function g of x says x plus 7 over 2. We want to make that equal to 11. We make this side a fraction and we cross multiply. 7, x plus 7 multiplied by 1 will give me the same thing. But 2 times 11 will increase to 22. X is equal to 22 minus 7. Therefore, the value of x is 15. Right? Let us look at our parts again. Part A, we were substituting 7 where we see x. We substituted 7 here and we simplified. Good. Part B asks us to find the value of x where g of x is equal to 11. So we made our g of x equal to 11 and we solve it. Linear equation. We got 15. The next part is asking us to write a simplified expression. This is our part C. We want to write a simplified expression for g f of x. Good. Do not allow these many parentheses to confuse you. What I wrote here is the same as g f of x. Good. No difference. It's the same. So the right goes into the left. So f is going into g. And f is 5 minus 3x. So let's go now. This will give me 5 minus 3x plus 7 all over 2. And I simplify. 5 plus 7. Are we finished? Yes, that part is finished. So that's my ABC. D has asked me to find the inverse of g of x. Let me write g of x first. X plus 7 over 2. Right? So I want the inverse of this. We replace g of x with y. We interchange x and y. And then we make y the subject. 2 times x, y plus 7. 2x minus 7 is equal to y. Therefore, g inverse x is equal to 2x minus 7. Whoops. I'm finished. Good. And our last and final part is to find the value of x, but now we have an inequality. So let us look carefully. So we write f of x. F of x is 5 minus 3x. We write our inequality sign, less than or equal to, and then we write our g of x that was given. All we do now is to simplify, and we do it the same way we do a linear equation. So I make the side a fraction by dividing it by 1, and then I cross multiply. Good? So when we cross multiply, okay, my camera seems to be blurry. It looks better now. I'm wondering if my entire video was blurry earlier. Anyway, I'll recap. So now that we have our equation, we solve when we cross multiply. So look carefully. 5 times 2, 3 times 2, and 1 is multiplied by this numerator, so I'm going to get back the exact same thing, which is x plus 7. And now I connect like terms. 10 minus 7 is equal to x plus 6x. 10 minus 7 leaves us with, and x plus 6x. We want a value for x, so we must get rid of 7. Therefore, x is equal to 3/7. Yes. So, I'm not sure if the video was clear earlier, so I'm just going to recap. My A asked me to find the value of f of 7. So I substituted where possible. Where I saw x, I replaced that with 7 and I simplified. Good? Part B asked me to use g of x and make it equal to 11. So this is my g of x and I make it equal to 11. I made this side a fraction, I cross multiply, and I solve it like a linear equation. Part C says, simplify the expression for g f of x. And I said to you, do not allow the extra parentheses to confuse you. It is the same as what we see here. So what we did, remember the right goes into the left. F is on the right, so F goes into G. Where we see X for G, we write F. And then we simplify. Once we simplify, here is where we will end up. Part D. Part D says to us, that's my D, right? To find the inverse of g of x. So you replace g of x with y, you interchange x and y, you make y the subject. Once you do that, you finish making y the subject, then you write it in your answer form. G inverse x is equal to 2x minus 1. And finally, part E had said to us, right, f of x is less than equal to g of x. So we write our f of x, we write our inequality symbol, and then we write g of x. And again, we solve it, a linear equation, to find a value for x. Thank you.